Hey folks, it's Bobo the Vulture, and we're back again into the exciting world of airline management with Aerobiz Supersonic, playing Scenario 2, and we're not playing it very well. Two important notes before I depart the year 1972 that I probably should mention. As Mysterious JD pointed out on my comments from the last video, the game itself mentioned that there were the Olympic Games being held in Munich, and that that should draw more tourist attention there. The thing they didn't mention, though, was the terrorist organization Black September essentially raiding the Olympic Village, taking hostage the Israeli athletic contingent, and in the end killing 11 Israeli athletes and coaches and one West German police officer. So yeah, that was bad. They made a movie about it. Well, I'm sure they've made several movies, but they made one here in the past, I don't know, 5-10 years. That was a major release. Also, 1972 was the last year that... 1972 was the last time that human beings ever set foot on the moon. It's been 38 years since we've been any place other than sort of out in orbit someplace or on a space station we put up there. We haven't gotten as far as the moon since... Well, put it this way, the people that were on the last moon mission are old men now. Look at this. I have $32,530,000. It's just not good. Number 2 in Europe, number 2 in North America, and number 2 in South America. But South America has fun, peppy music. That's always a positive, right? How are my flights here doing? There aren't that many people in the flight to London. Why not? I have one plane doing this route, right? Yeah. That's enough, because clearly we're not filling that one plane. Not sure what I'm doing wrong. Woe is me. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's look at these routes in the United States. London to LA, not doing that great. LA to New York, of course, doing fabulously. Look at all of that money we've got. That is essentially where we're making money right now. Huh. We're actually filling up most of our flights to Washington. We've got some extra... Oh, we don't have any extra 727s. I thought we did. I must have used them all to get... yeah, flights to and from Los Angeles to Mexico City. And, okay, the flight to Tokyo is doing not bad, though. Am I just out of slots in Tokyo, or could I add another flight on there? I can add another flight on there. Let's do that. Is it okay to change the flight as shown? Oh, yeah. Okay. You're negotiating for more slots in Los Angeles, right? Yes, you are. Let's go to Europe and see how our flight into Athens is doing. The flight to LA is doing terribly. The flight to Athens is doing really well, though. Everybody loves a good flight to Athens. Alright. I want to check something here. How much will it cost to start a flight from London to Rome? It'll cost $50,490,000. You know what? That's actually not bad. And we've got some 737s that can actually do that kind of flight. So, let's go ahead. How many slots? I'll take as many as they'll give me. It'll take 6 months. Hopefully I'll have that much money in that part of the year. Who else will you send to bid for slots? I don't know. Actually, hang on. Let me evaluate one more flight. This flight's a little off the wall, but again, since we're a neutral country, maybe it'll work. Oh, it's just a little too far to use a 737 for. What are our feelings about the Soviet Union? We sort of don't have too much to do with each other. We're just sort of sitting far apart. We're kind of frosty, but we're not exactly in conflict. But then again, what are my relations with England? Are we dancing, or are we just sort of tentatively reaching our hands out to one another? It doesn't matter, in 3 months there'll be more slots at the airport. Let's go to Southeast Asia. Let's travel there, it's fun. In 2 years, they will have more airport slots. I have an uneasy feeling about all that. I get the feeling it's going to be a while before we're able to negotiate for a hub here, or do very much else in Southeast Asia, just because the routes are so expensive. We may have to wait for the economy to turn around. The economy's not doing very well right now, at least so it would seem for us. But yeah, that blows my mind though about the space program. And we've had a space shuttle. We've had, actually in 1970 or 1971, Soviet Union launched the first space station, and then in the year we're in right now, 1973, the United States launched Skylab. And of course, since we've gotten the International Space Station, which actually is sort of staying up there, as opposed to the others, which did eventually their orbit would decay and they would fall into the atmosphere and get burned up. But yeah, we haven't been off of planet Earth to another rock since the early 70s. That kind of throws me off. I don't know. Like, I mean, even if it wasn't just that, oh, you know, America hasn't done it, because America, yes, we're great. But, like, nobody has. You know, the Chinese space program hasn't gone to do it with the Taepodong missiles. No, those are the Korean missiles that they were testing, I think. Business booming as tourists flock to Saipan. The airport expansion in London is calling. There are now 22 slots. Well, 22 more. I lead the world in interregional flights, and I barely have any. Apparently just nobody wants to travel right now. Dragon has got a lot of passengers in Africa. They've got a lot of passengers in Southeast Asia. That may be difficult to overcome. Hey, but we're doing better than UK Air in North America. We don't have the profit margins of Dragon, but we're doing better than the other airlines. That's kind of hopeful, right? If we can just get our base right here, all our base right in the Americas. Uh-oh, more battles between countries in the Arabian Peninsula. That's rough. Yeah. Actually, speaking of wars, 1973 was essentially the end. I mean, the signing. There was the signing of the Paris Peace Accords, and we acquired slots in Los Angeles. That was another big thing that happened. But no, the United States' involvement in the Vietnam War pretty much came to a close in 1973, which is amazing because it had been going on since like the 60s. Wars sometimes go on longer than you think they do. When you're just not thinking about them, or you know, like they're in an abstract form in the past. I mean, you know, the United States has had there's been essentially a war, a conflict, or presence of some variety in Afghanistan since 2001, when the U.S. Trade Center, or when the World Trade Center Twin Towers got taken down. Coincidentally, the Twin Towers were opened in 1973. What can I have these guys doing? Like, it almost seems not worthwhile getting them to get more slots, because I'm not going to be able to do very much with the slots. You know what I mean? This is interesting, because this is sort of a pattern I would find myself getting into if I was trying to use, like, a Russian or Chinese base in this scenario. And I always just thought it was because those were bad places to start from. Which isn't to say that they aren't. I mean, you know, you only get their airliners and their airliners. I've probably complained about enough that you know what I would be getting ready to say. I'm going to save that money so that I can open this route to Rome, the Roman route. Wait a minute, I have extra slots in Athens now. I should totally add more flights. 2 planes ought to do it. Let's change that flight, as it is shown. Actually, why don't I try and get those last slots in Athens? Constant negotiations. I will get the slots for you, haha. Even though I was already just... I think he was the guy that was just in here negotiating for slots. Yes, 4 is the number I want. I don't care if it does take 9 months. What else do you have to do, smart pants? Smart pants? Smarty pants. That might have been a better word to use. I call this meeting to order. Rising oil prices. Okay, oil prices. That makes me feel better. And we have a non-profitable business venture. Go ahead and conduct the meeting. Yeah, tell me about new routes. No. Not Tokyo and Saipan. Mexico and Rio is a good idea. So is London and Tokyo. Although, actually, I would love to first, before I open a route to Rio, find a longish range airliner that's not prohibitively expensive and really big. We should buy more 747s. We should buy more 727s. We should do... You guys are both right. Current losses. Wow, we're losing money on our business ventures. No, we're not going to buy the City Hotel in Lima. Why would we do that? Alright. Business is booming. Tourists continue to flock to Saipan. Oh no! Dragon has passed us in interregional flights. And we're getting whooped in Europe, but I sort of expected that. As long as the routes make money, right now that's all I need. I just need money. That's what I want. That is sort of the weird thing about this game. You could, you know, in the real world, you could be considered a good business if you're turning profits, you're paying your employees, you're serving customers with some variety of good or service. But in this game, no. You have to be better than everyone else. That is the only way that you can succeed. Okay. Our profits aren't bad. They're not as good as Dragon's, but they're not bad. What's going on in July 1973? We're entering the second half of 1973. UK Air is ordering some DC-9s. Money, money, money. Number 1 in North and South America. And we got 11 slots in Rome. That's a feel-good story. 11 slots in Tokyo. If I have the money, maybe I will buy a hub in Tokyo. Although I guess I don't really need one. Because probably the only flight I would try and make. Although, right now, let's start a new route. It's exciting, I know. London to Rome. Let's use a 737. Let's use 2 737s. That's the average fare. Well, let's see how it goes. If it turns out that's too much because those guys are going to undercut our prices, that's okay. Oh, what terrible sounds those jet takeoffs are. It's okay, though. I'm digging it. And now, 85%. So, have we reached a tipping point on the Athens routes? Or is it just, yep, that's what it is? No, I won't be having that. I will undercut your prices. And people will come a-running to me. I'm gonna win! Beep, 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 beep. Let's look at this route. Is anybody else doing it? No, nobody else is doing it. I don't think if I lower the price, I would get that many more people on. And I'm loath to do so, considering... Now this one, maybe. What is the competition? Nope, they have the price raised. And they still got... They still got their planes all full. Beep, 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 beep. So yeah, we don't have very many open slots over there now. Now that I've opened that route, why don't you go over there and bid for the rest of the slots that we will need? Only 3. That'll do the job. That'll do the trick. And, that's good. That's good for right now. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, 61,380,000. It may be time to treat myself. Maybe time to treat myself with a small plane. It's the same size as the 707, an amazing deal. It's a pretty good deal. Let's just get one. I don't want to go overboard here. One plane will cost 27 grand. Or sorry, 27 million. Yeah, people don't think about it sometimes, but those planes, they cost a lot of money. And I mean, it makes sense. I mean, not to be too insane clown posse about it, like I understand the physics, but commercial airliners are these things that are tons and tons of steel and carry hundreds of people at a time. And they fly. They go into the air and they just stay there, and they travel for thousands of miles. That's crazy. That's miraculous. So yeah, I guess maybe that's one of the reasons I consider games like this. Oh no, I've been surpassed! I need that 727 now more than ever. Maybe that's one of the reasons I consider games like this interesting, because they deal with how that all works. I mean, they don't deal with, like, it's not like Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's not telling me how all the, like, planes function. But, yeah. Oh, boy. Hey, and I've still got money. I almost have enough money to buy another 747. Only could get 11 slots in London. But that's alright. That's weird. I didn't hear the popcorn popper sounds. I'm using a different headset, maybe that's why. I'm using this headset, folks, because I've had some people point out to me that my voice has sounded terrible in some of my recent Let's Play videos, and so I'm trying a different headset. Hopefully this one will work much, much better. Yeah, look at that. We're so cool. Let's go ahead and add some more flights here. Maybe bring the price down just 10%. So, more flights, lower price. Hopefully we can get people coming running. They'll come a-running to us. That's the hope. So is that the maximum number of slots in Washington we'll ever be able to have? Will you ever be able to give us more than that? Yes, you will. 3, please. 9 months. Go ahead and negotiate. We might not need them right now, but hopefully by the end of the game, we will. And we'll have taken care of that particular bit of business. It'll all be done. Oh, We got some more slots in LA. You should get us some more. Okay, I'll try and do it. You will do it. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to be so, you know, doubtful. Oh. We can't. I already have the maximum. Yeah, well, fix it. Alright. Now I went ahead and made preparations to be able to have a flight to Honolulu. 2560. So, 2560... Would I be able to do that with a 727? Yeah, 2612. I'd be able to do that easy. Yes. Let's buy 2 planes to do the route. Because it's a pretty long route. We probably won't be able to fill both planes. But we'll be able to charge a lot for that one. So, that's good. Let's go over to Europe and see how our new route into Rome is doing. It's leaving that airport with Romans. See? Number 1. We're all full. Our planes are full now. See? And they can't compete. Wait, that's odd, actually. Oh, I see. They aren't able to fill the flights because they only have a 747 going back and forth. Although, as you can see, they're able to generate more profit on it because even only 2/3 of the way full, it's still carrying a lot more people than my little dinky 737s. But I got them. They, you know, they came for free. Oh wow, that's not going very well at all. Oh, because the competition has slashed the fare. That's fine, 2 can play that game. I don't know how well this will go, but, you know, we'll soon find out. But yes, so our mission for next time, I think... Actually, let's go ahead and negotiate for some more slots in London. London is still going to be an important hub. Actually, do we have somebody already negotiating for more slots in Japan? We don't! More Japan slots! We can get 1 more slot, which will take 6 months. It's okay. It's okay. You're going to be ready to do more negotiating in the next turn, and you're going to be ready to do more negotiating in the next turn. That's a negotiation. Alright, so we're about to end up the year 1973, and while things still aren't going that great, and I'm still getting my rear handed to me by Dragon, and am sort of in a battle for 2nd place with UK Air, I feel a little more upbeat about it. I'm not losing, like, I'm getting back money, slowly but surely. Like, the airline is turning a profit. I'm just not able to do as much as I would like to, considering, you know, you need money. And I blew through all of the money that you get to start up. So, yeah. I think it's looking not too bad, folks. I got a little bit of money in the bank, so maybe one of these days I'll actually be able to get another 747 or 2. Or, you know, maybe something better will turn up. This is, I think, it's one of the more difficult scenarios, just because of all the problems with oil prices and political tensions and just the crazy things that were going on in the 70s. But it's also the era and the simulation that has the most interesting new developments in the airline industry. So bear with me, folks, because if you've liked the game thus far, upcoming is really the most interesting aspect of it. It's the most Aerobiz part of Aerobiz. Yeah, not leading the world in interregional flights, but considering, not too bad. Yep, getting hammered in Europe, but that's UK Air's, you know, home court, so you got to expect that. Aussie, well done, holding on to your home region. Any place that you can claw a little back from Dragon, I'm okay with that for right now, because they're not competing with me, but they are generating money. Ooh! My total sales are pretty good, and my profit's really quite nice. Yeah, I'm not carrying as many people as UK Air, but I'm making a lot more money, and I have a lot higher sales, and I'm generating a lot more profit out of it. That's called working smarter, not harder. And here are the regional rankings at the end of 1973. I hold on to my home territory, Bobo Air, and it's because no one else is competing with me there. And I hold on to North America. I have that hemisphere sort of on lockdown, which is good. Unless you consider that, you know, the prime rating goes through London, and that means that at least half of UK air is, yeah. Anyway, I have the Americas down kind of pat. That's what I'm trying to get at. If it was a game of Risk, I would have sort of my territory that I could sort of defend all arranged. But anyhow, it's not Risk, it's Aerobiz Supersonic, but it's just as cutthroat. Anyhow, I'm Bobo the Vulture, and when we come back, we're going to get into the wild and wacky world of Aerobiz Supersonic 1974 style. Give it up for that. Thanks very much for watching. Bye now.